Hello guys, welcome back. I have all the lights on in my house today, even though it's like 1 p.m. because it's really dark and gloomy. And I thought this would be the perfect kind of day to go to the library and look at some books. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I also just have to talk about this book that I finished. I picked up Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber at the library last time I went. This book, if I could give this 6 out of 5 stars, I would. I think this is the best book I've read this year so far. Competing with Anathema, okay? Anathema is just a different genre of fantasy. Anathema is more like gothic fantasy, and this is more adult urban fantasy. But let me tell you, I will read anything that Stephanie Garber writes. Like, she is one of my all-time favorite authors, and I don't know why I waited so long to pick up this book. I just happened to be at the library, and I saw it on the shelf, and I was like, it's about time that I read this. And I was not disappointed at all. I love this book so much. I don't even want to say what this is about, because that's how I went into it. I didn't even read the inside cover, to be honest with you. I was like, Stephanie Garber, I'm gonna read it. I don't need to know anything about it. Going into this without having any idea what it was about was such a fun surprise for me. I will say that every single chapter I was like gasping. Like the end of every chapter I was like, what? Wait, what? And the whole time I was like, I don't know who to trust. I don't know which of these characters is like the bad guy. And all these kind of layers get revealed bit by bit. And I just love this so much. So if you haven't read Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber, please go do that. So today we're going to go back to the library, return this book, and see if anything else catches my eye while we're there. I just got to the library and it is raining so hard, and I didn't bring a jacket with a hood or an umbrella, so I'm just gonna have to make a run for it.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh.
Yeah, so I got a lot of books and we're gonna go through them. But sometimes I forget that you can just go to the library and like get books for free. Isn't that so great? Anyway, so let's run through what I picked up because there's quite a few. The first one is Rules for Ruin by Mimi Matthews, and this is about an institution that trains young women to distract, disrupt, and discredit the patriarchy. I believe this is like historical fiction. I'm not entirely sure what year this takes place. Very first chapter, it says April 1864. So historic fiction, and I'm really excited for this because it takes place in London, and Leo and I are actually going on a trip to England and Scotland in a couple months. We're going to be spending time in London, and I thought, what a fun way to kind of prep for our trip. Maybe there's some iconic landmarks in here that we can go visit. So yeah, picked up this. The second book is called A Far Better Thing by H.G. Perry, and I believe this is like a retelling of Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities. And in this version, Sidney Carden isn't just a depressed lawyer, but was actually stolen by fairies as a child and replaced with a changeling. He's now a mortal servant to the Fae, and is trying to navigate the French Revolution while plotting revenge against the Fae who stole him. I looked this up online, and it said that if you're a fan of stories where the Fae are like really scary and quite terrifying, this is a good one. I love stories where Fae are really scary, kind of like Emily Wilde, that sort of vibe. So I think I'll really enjoy this because it just seemed like such an interesting take on A Tale of Two Cities, the French Revolution with Fae. I'm interested. On quite a lighter note, I also got We Met Like This by Kasie West. I believe this is her first adult romance book, and I really love Kasie West's like YA romance, so I'm sure I will really like this as well. This is about a woman named Margot, and her most consistent relationship is with a man named Oliver, who she keeps rematching with on dating apps. And Margot is traditional in the sense that she doesn't want to have met the love of her life through a dating app. The next book is Heart's Gambit by J.D. Mayall, and this is a YA romantasy about two families, the Baldwins and the Davenports, and they have been sworn enemies for centuries. And in this book, each generation of Davenport and Baldwin have to battle to the death. This time, the chosen are Emma and Malcolm, and when they meet and form a connection, they decide that they're going to try to work together to see if they can break their family's vicious cycle of violence. There's even a blurb on the back from Kristen Ciccarelli, who wrote Heartless Hunter, which I loved so much. And she said, "This is a high-stakes fantasy that's impossible to put down. Mayall's writing is breathtaking, and the dangerous romance between Emma and Malcolm kept me on the edge of my seat." Next is Her Wicked Roots by Tanya Pell, and this is about a girl named Cordelia who runs away from her abusive charter school to go looking for her missing brother Edward. She ends up at this estate, and as Cordelia develops a relationship with the lady of the estate's daughter, dark things start cropping up. And she starts discovering terrifying secrets around this manor. I think this falls into the like gothic horror kind of genre, so I'm excited to read a little darker, kind of scarier book. Okay, we've made it to the very last book, which is Society of Lies by Lauren Ling Brown. This is about Maya, who returns back to her college campus for this like 10-year anniversary, which quickly turns into a nightmare when she finds her sister dead. The police claim that it was an accident, but Maya starts to think that this secret society at Princeton called the Sterling Club may have been behind her sister's murder. I think this book will give like unhinged trust fund, rich college student vibes. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay, those are all the books I picked up. Do I have time to read all of these before I have to send them back? That's a good question. Which one am I going to start with? That's another good question. So I don't know. I kind of want to start this one just because I think it would be really fun and quick. But I'm also very intrigued with A Far Better Thing. So I might be one of these two, I think. I've just sat down on the couch with a blanket and a pillow, and I am going to start reading Rules for Ruin tonight. And yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching and coming to the library with me and chatting about books. And I will see you guys again very soon.